Hi guys, welcome back to the studio. Today we're going to be making a radial paper relief sculpture. And so we're going to be using our colorful paper, and I'm going to show you how to do some folds and make this paper sculpture. Alright, so, and also I just wanted to show you my design from last week. I ended up taking it and I colored in the black spaces all the way, and then I took a little piece of chalk and I made a line down the middle. Alright, so if you guys have some white chalk at home, or like a white pencil, some of you might have a white pencil from previous projects, you can use the white pencil and the piece of tissue and blend it. Alright, so I just wanted to show you that. If you wanted to do that, you can. For this radial paper relief sculpture, that's a big word, we are going to use, for the background, we're going to use one of our pieces of colored paper, and we need to make it a square. Alright, so the paper is 8.5 by 11, and so if you measure on one side, it's the 8.5, and so to make it square, you're going to cut off, some of the bottom. Alright, so this one was cut. So all I did was take my ruler, measure it 8.5 this way, mark it, 8.5 over here, mark it, draw a line, and then cut the bottom off, okay, so that you have a square piece of paper. And then you're going to take your paper and you're going to fold it in half, alright, and unfold it. And mine already has these lines on it. Fold it in half this way, make a nice sharp line, and then fold it corner to corner, and then corner to corner again. Alright? And when I do this, I take my corner and I hold it up there, I put my finger there, I slide my other finger down, put it in the middle, and then slide it to the other corners. That makes it a nice crease. Alright, and so now then you have all these lines. So you're going to have a line in the middle, and the line down the middle, vertical, horizontal, and then 2 diagonal lines, okay, which is going to divide it into 8 sections. And then from the center, we're going to build our sculpture out, alright? And so I'm going to show you 3 different folds, and you can use 3 different colors of paper if you'd like. I chose my yellow, magenta, and or pink and orange, or whatever you have. The only thing we want to do is keep, at least for our next project, we want to keep at least 2 pieces of colored paper, okay, because we're going to be making a cutout design, and we're also going to be doing a little card, a little pop-up card. So keep at least 2 of the colored papers for next week, and of course you should have some of the white card stock left also. Okay, so the very first design I'm going to show you, or really they're origami folds. So the first one I'm going to show you is right here. It's called a kite. Okay, and so I'm going to take my pink paper and we're just going to fold it in half. Oops, I forgot the most important part. You have to cut these first. Okay, so first you have to cut some squares, and these squares are 3, let's see, they're 3 by 3. Alright, and I will show you how to do that. Okay, so we want to make some squares so that they're folded into this nice origami design, and usually you start with a square. So, in order to make your squares, you can take your paper and your ruler and lay it down. Put your ruler here, mark it at 3, and then come down here, mark it at 3, draw your line, nice straight line. I mark up this, put this on the mark, put this one on the mark, and then draw a nice line. Okay, and then cut your paper out. You cut your square, this rectangle first. Now, maybe you have a little slicer at home. With those little cutting, slicing tools, those are kind of nice, and you can just put it on there and zoom. Alright, so now it's this way, 3 3 inches this way, now we have to make it 3 inches this way. So once again, you just take your ruler, lay it down, put a little mark. Some people call those little tick marks. Make another one here. And actually you could do 6 right away. You could put it here, mark 3, mark it at 6. And then that way you'll have 2 squares done at one time. So you can mark, line them up, draw your line it up, draw your line, don't use this one, and then take your scissors, whoops, cut a little straight of the knife in. And you can keep this for later. We can make just other things out of it. Even we can use it for our next project. Alright, so you have to do your squares. So I would cut out at least, I would make at least 4 squares, if not 6, because then when we lay them around our nice, this piece of paper, you know, then you could have, like, let's say we're going to do this first one, you could have kind of it balanced. You could do at least 4, if not 6, or maybe even 8. Okay, depending on how you want it, what you want to do. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is a kite, and I made this fold wrong. We're going to do corner to corner first. We're not folded in half. We're doing it corner to corner. Put your finger, make it straight, and then we're going to just fold these. Okay, so you have this fold right here like this, and then you open it up, and you take this side of the paper, and we're going to line it up with the middle. Alright, so you just kind of take your time, line it up to the middle, and then push that crease down, and then turn it around, and line it up with the middle. You might have to hold it, or kind of push it in there. It's hard for me to see because it's away. I'm going to put it towards me real quick because it's hard to see when in front with the camera there, so just a second, I have to put it in front of me real quick, and then I'll put it back over there. Okay, so you lined it up, line it up, and make a nice crease. Okay? So once again, I'll show you this one that's already folded. You fold it corner to corner, open it up, fold in a side, fold in another side, and that's called the kite. Okay? And then our next one that we're going to do, our origami fold, is called the hat. And it's pretty simple. This one we fold in half. I'll grab another piece of paper. Let's see. Alright, and this one we're going to fold just in half. Take like this, fold it in half, and then see, you just take it, you put the fold in front of you, like this way, and you fold up a side. And you're going to try to match this to here. Make a nice straight line, like I'm making a little triangle, and then you're going to take the edge and go down the middle like that. Alright, so we'll do it again. You fold it in half, you have the fold towards you, and then you take this piece, you take the corner, fold it up, take this and fold it up. Okay? And that's called a hat. Alright, and I made several of those. Those are pretty easy. And you can start having fun with them, putting them together to see how it looks. Maybe you make 4. Okay, so that's that one. Alright, for our last fold, we're going to do the samurai. And it looks like this. Alright. And so you're going to take your piece of paper, and we're going to fold it diagonal from corner to corner. Open it up, and then fold the other way, corner to corner. Make a little triangle. Open it up, and then you're going to fold it horizontal like this. Okay, and then you're going to face it towards you, and we're going to bend this. See this, if you open it up, it has this crease right here, and these two, we're going to bend it in like this. Okay, and you might have to pause and see that again. So you take it, kind of open it up, and you push this bend the little line in like that. So you have this piece that looks like this. Alright, and then you're going to take this corner, hold it from the from the very tip here, fold it down, and then take this one and do the same. Alright, and then it looks like this. Alright, and if you have to just pause or rewind that, you can watch that again. I'll show you one more time with this one. So you do corner to corner, like a triangle, open it up, and then you make another triangle, corner to corner. Okay, then you open it up, and then you fold it in half. But then you put it, the open part towards you, and you have these lines, and you fold that, you take your point and you fold that in. See, it's just kind of folded in, make it nice and sharp, and then you take this one, same thing, you fold it in, nice and sharp. You know, the creases make them nice and sharp, okay? Then you take your point, you fold it right at the center point, and you do the other side. Okay? Alright, so I have all of mine folded that I want to use, and I'm going to take my blue piece of paper that we put the lines on, and I'm going to take these and I'm going to make a nice design. And so I could either, I'll just try some different ones. Maybe I could do one here, skip a space, do one there, skip a space, could do something like this. Alright, and then I could take these yellow ones and I could put them, you know, in here. Do something like that. Or I could put those all around. Whoops. I was actually doing the orange ones. Put these yellow ones in here, or you could do so many things. You could put the yellow ones in the middle. So how many did I do? I did 4 of each color. All right, so I could do the yellow ones in the middle if I wanted to. So what we're going to do is we're just putting them together to make a nice little paper sculpture. Okay, and then I could take these. I could either go like this, you know, put them in there, make them fit nicely, and eventually we'll glue all this. All right, or they could fit inside of here. They could fit in here. It's kind of fun. All right, what else? You could have this piece inside here, or you could have it fit like this. You could glue that. You could have them like this. That's cool too. You could do something like that, and then have these pink ones coming out. Do something like that. There's really endless possibilities, because also if I made some more folds, some more pieces, then I could have all kinds of pieces going everywhere and have a nice, but do it balanced and have this radial design where everything kind of starts from the center and you do the exact same thing on each side. And that way it looks real pleasing to the eye and it's this nice radial symmetry. Alright, so this looks cool too, like this. And maybe you could put these pink ones here. see. Like I said, after I love my design, I'll take my glue and I will glue it all down. And then this could go maybe like this. Alright, that's a nice design. And then I could even make more of these different ones and, you know, put them in the corner. I could put them this way. Make like a little square, a little box. I can make more of these and put some more, you know, together, which would be nice also. It looks like it's blooming, like a beautiful blooming flower almost. Okay, so I think it's a lot of fun, and then you're doing you're working with paper and making a sculpture at the same time, which is kind of awesome. Okay, and you could also take these other pieces, like the pieces of paper that you cut off, you know, that you trim. You could make other little things with them. You can make them into squares and make them another little origami. Alright, or you could just make little designs out of this too. You could cut little corners and stick them different places. You know, just have it all balanced. You can make little squares and glue them on too. You could do lots of stuff with it. It's your project and your design. So, I think if you kind of take your time, go through the video, pause it, and do the folds. They're pretty simple, but they're some of them are a little tricky. Especially this samurai is a little tricky. You might need help with that. But you know, I could build this design, and then I could take it apart, and I could do it again and do a different one. So that's the fun part about this sculpture. All right, and I will eventually glue it down, and then I will show you what I did when I see you the next on the next video. Okay, so you guys have fun this week. Try some different origami shapes. Build yourself a sculpture. Email or text it to me if you want, because I'd love to see what you're doing. And I hope you have a great week and enjoy the lovely weather out there, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.